Hello. Oh, wait, I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on, I gotta think about this. We haven't recorded in a while. Stop it, UFOs! Today, on Leon's Garage Adventures, Rustaholic, $1,000 car guy, something. We're working on the GMC.
Hey, that looks different.
Oh yeah, shoot. I forgot I even put that there.
No.
I did take out I have to make a mount for the little 370.
Oh, you're gonna
logo.
do it?
I want to, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not actually on there. It's just, it's shoved in there and wedged on the frame rails. So like it just stays. So we're gonna pull the rear end out of this thing.
Let's
for
do
no
it.
reason at all. Because we had nothing better to do. Perfectly running truck. Your face, I don't know. Oh! Well, that's a reason. Okay, rear end's out.
Yay, that was quick.
A bird pooped on it.
Huh.
No, that was just my marker. Paint pen thing. Okay, anyways, so this huge rear end was a problem because actually wasn't a problem. Hi, how's it going? Oh. Hey. So let me tell you guys a story about when I was a young man. I forgot where the story's going, my bad.
Oh my god.
We're gonna cut all this out till you figure out it. Ah, yes. So over the last couple of months, whatever, we have been working on the GMC to get it to ride a little bit better. So we've been taking out leaf springs and we've been doing things and such and adjusting stuff and whatever, who cares. So we got down to the very last leaf spring and I tried to tow with my trailer and it was like anyways.
Are you saying it leaned back with it?
Yeah, leaned back with it, the tires were rubbing. I was like, alright, well I gotta do something now. So I decided to do a 4-link. And that turned into, well shoot, while I'm here I should do some wheels. Well, I can't do that unless I get another axle, and I can't do that unless all this other stuff. So we got coilovers and 4-link and wheels and an axle and all this stuff.
Where do we start?
I don't know, it's a mess. So the new axle, new axle. Yeah, look at this. Let me use my pointer. The previous person who put this in a truck just kind of splattered some brackets on, so I gotta get those off. The front, we're waiting for heavier springs because of the springs that I put on.
Can we see them?
Maybe. They're all the way compressed because the spring was not heavy enough.
I mean, can I see it from underneath?
Yeah, if you crawl under there, maybe. I could jack it up too. Here, let's do that.
Boy, I mean, it doesn't look low till you try to get underneath of it, and then it's like, oh. Oh no, we can see them.
You see how they're all the way compressed?
Yeah, they are.
So it's only a 450 spring, which would be good for like this. They're G-body coilovers, by the way.
Always.
If anybody wanted to know. G-body coilovers fit every Chevy. That's it. But, so it's a 450 spring, which would have been good for like a big block. Apparently not a Duramax.
Right.
So we're going to go with 1,000 instead. And then the back we're going to go with 450s. And I got some leftover QA1 springs for it, so yeah, that's where we're at. Oh, and we got wheels.
We have so much more to talk about.
I do.
So, your 4-link, you were actually a lot further along on that one, weren't you?
Oh yeah, so it was good. Like I was making good progress, and here's what happened. So went to the junkyard and they had a Ram out there with 17s, the Alcoa wheels, and I was like, yeah, let's get those, right? So they're like, yeah, we're gonna pull them. So I'm like, okay. So a week later, like constantly asking, like, hey, you guys gonna pull those wheels? Oh yeah, we sold them to someone else. Why? Like we literally been asking for over a week. So I was like, and then I bought 24s because I'm stupid. And I love it. Life is good. Fine, not the big old chunk of it.
That doesn't explain anything about how you were working on that.
Oh yeah. So let's back up. So that rear end is 10 inches wider than the one I have now. And I had to go with the shorter rim the shorter rear because the rims stick out so far.
Because they're enormous.
They are huge. Like, so,
If this was just one wheel,
yes,
how wide is one wheel?
like it's close to a foot, I think.
Right.
Like 11 inches, but between the two of them, because of spacing, they're 2 feet wide between the two wheels.
Right.
So we actually got pretty lucky, and it did suck in the wheel a little bit. So at least maybe I can get them off once everything's stationary.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it all functional, so hopefully I can get wheels on and off with dropping the rear end down a little bit. But you should have seen me trying to put everything under it, because I had the truck up like this, then I roll the axle under, then I jack up the axle, then I put one wheel on the other. But yeah, man, take a look over it. I like this view.
Ooh, piece of candy. So, tell the people at home why the front wheels don't match yet.
So I'm still waiting on adapters for the front.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, we put them on already and test fit them, but I had to order a different adapter that was a little bit wider because I'm trying to kick the wheel out in the front. I took off the original dually wheel that comes factory, or the original spacer on the front, and it sucked the wheel way in, but it was like too far out with the adapter, so it is what it is.
Beautiful.
But now it sits up like so high. It was so much lower with 16s on it.
It was on the ground before.
I know. Well, that's okay. Now it can be functional, hopefully.
Boring.
Snore. Boring.
But it has to be functional because it has to tow that.
Yeah, I definitely want to tow with it. So and then down the road, I get my 5th wheel set up.
So it can do everything.
Well, then I can do like 2 cars or something.
Yeah.
And then like redo everything so it can hold more weight. Then I'll ride like shit again. It's this vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Now I gotta go back to grinding and cutting.
All the boring stuff.
So, that's the best it's gonna get because it was really bad. We should have got better. Oh, here.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so that's what came off of it, so you can only imagine. That side is much better. But there's another bracket on the front, and I might just leave it. I'm not even gonna deal with it, I can't. Okay, so what we gotta do is I wanted to put these guys pretty much as far out as I can without them hitting anything. I think it would be like the most stable that way. But my gas tank brackets are in the way, so we're gonna just cut those off and remake them later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna flip the axle back, clean up the rest of the tubes, and then see where they land, and then hack them off.
Sounds good.
Oh, getting old, guys. I started this project when I was a young man.
When it was new.
19. Yeah. I'm a vampire. Anyways, so we got it tacked up, and I'm thinking if we look from the back. Okay. If we look from the back, everything looks pretty straight.
Was this here this whole time?
No, I just put that there.
Okay, because it's like, wait. Because I've never seen the whole thing out of the car.
You're just filming like nothing. Yeah, so it's not bad. I like it.
Yeah. So then what, just a couple tacks on that one in the same spot?
Yeah, on the other side. Woo! So my main goal was that, you know, I get these brackets here to go straight up and down, and also 90 degrees, you know, this way as well, so they're not tilted.
Perpendicular and almost as parallel as possible.
Yes, and then the bottom bar, we just raised up the front until we could get it as flat as possible, and we got it to 1 degree, which is fine. Because we were just gonna like try to zero it out basically, but we'll adjust the spring so that it's flat once it's done. So this is about where I want it to ride, which should give us a broken broom, which should give us like 3 or so inches of play. Hopefully that's enough.
Of full travel.
Yes, but we can also, if it's not enough, we can raise the back up, and we can move the bars and stuff. So.
Cool.
Yeah. Tacked everything up.
Tack, tack. Tack, tack. Tacks.
Yeah.
Tack, tack. Tack.
Yeah. We measured everything, and then I tacked up the brackets first to the bar, and then I wanted to double check and make sure it was the same. So we ended up measuring off of the cross member, and then I'm like, something's not right here. So we went to an original hole in the frame up front, and it was where I thought it was supposed to be. So then we had to move it all the way back.
Yep.
That's okay.
That's good. It's good to double check things.
So I think that's about it for now.
So what can we look forward to in our next update? Because you've still got the struts to put on and the brackets for the struts. Need to find some good mounting spots for them.
Yeah, basically we'll just blast everything on, and then probably the next episode can be it actually driving. I have to get a combination U-joint because this rear end is huge. Funny thing is, this is like the same rear end that they use in the newer to like 2000 and something.
Why are the buses so different?
Well, this is a 1980s 90s rear end,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think that
Busting.
it has bigger axle tubes because the bus was so heavy.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a 15 bolt. It's crazy because I went out to the junkyard and I was looking at like the 2500s and like 3500 dualies. They still have a smaller axle tube than 4-inch, and there's still 14 bolts. So basically, this is just crazy overkill.
Can you sell this?
The guy that I got this rear end from wants it, so I'm like, oh, well.
Okay, so besides the massive weight and everything, it's actually really strong.
Oh yeah.
It just wasn't meant to be for this application because the work it takes to turn this capable of holding all this, shortening everything, is just not worthwhile.
Yeah, basically.
But if you had a hot rod and you wanted something that was massively overbuilt, because
Yeah.
Leon was
Well, it
explaining to me
worked.
like disc size of the
It's
brakes.
huge.
Huge.
Yeah, huge brakes. Which
Huge.
was nice. So basically, for now, I probably won't mess with the brakes too much. On
They
this.
say CTSV on the side.
Huh? Weird.
No, they don't.
So basically, for now, I'm not going to really mess with the brakes in the back, but they make a disc brake conversion for this. So we'll switch it over to disc brake, even though the calipers and everything are literally half the size, but it's fine. Like this thing, you had to be careful with the brakes anyways because it stops so fast.
That's true.
So it will just function probably like a regular, good working brake system by the time we're done.
Cool.
So.
So look forward to the next episode when hopefully we can drive this thing around again.
Yeah. Until then, we got a huge mess.
Also, we're waiting on the front adapters.
Yeah. Adapters, springs, and rear coilovers. So.
Cool.
See you next time.